This video is a brief introduction to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and Nassau Agencies Ltd, who we are and what we do. The Bahamas is made up of a number of islands, keys, and reefs. Approximately 30 of those islands are inhabited. Nassau is the capital. Nassau is on New Providence, which is where we are at Nassau Agencies Ltd. Freeport is our second city. The majority of our products are sold on those two islands. During the last census, the population of the Bahamas was approximately 400,000. The unemployment rate is currently 8.8%. GDP per capita in the Bahamas is $29,221. Life expectancy, 75 years. Median age, 32 years. And the Bahamian dollar is on par with the US dollar, 1-on-1. While we pride ourselves as having one of the best economies in the region, there are some things to consider. The country is a small one with approximately 400,000 people. It is important to note that out of that 400,000 is a growing migrant population, mainly from Haiti. They are the largest minority group and make up 1/5 of the population. That is a staggering 80,000 people. An estimated 12.5% of the population lives below the poverty line, and 9% of the population is out of work. In addition, only about 30% of the population have private health insurance, which makes it difficult to afford medication on a regular basis for chronic diseases without government assistance. Medical insurance costs are extremely high. Few can afford. The biggest deterrent to a high standard of living is the cost of living in the Bahamas. One source states that we are in the top 10 countries with the highest cost of living, and another says that we are third highest in the Caribbean.
We now break into the top 3 most expensive countries, and at the number 3 spot, we have the stunning archipelago of islands that are the Bahamas. The Bahamas offers a cost of living that can be considered very high by Caribbean standards. As a popular tourist destination and a country known for its luxury resorts and high-end lifestyle, the Bahamas presents a range of expenses that reflects its status as a premier vacation spot. With a cost of living index number of 125.7, it is quite higher than other Caribbean countries and breaks into being on the higher end of the world. The drivers of this cost at this point are more or less everything. Housing costs in the Bahamas can be significant, particularly in sought-after areas such as Nassau and Paradise Island. And while utilities including electricity, water and internet services are generally priced at a moderate level, the cost of groceries and dining out in the Bahamas can also be relatively higher.
Nassau Agencies Ltd. is a pharmaceutical and OTC supply wholesaler covering the entire Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands. Nassau Agencies Ltd. is an authorized distributor of a number of well-known branded manufacturers, including pharmaceutical, over-the-counter, school supplies, and health and beauty aids. Our directors and key managers include Mr. Godfrey Thomas, CEO, President, and Managing Director; Camille Curry, Director and Chief Procurement Officer; Clint Curry, Director and Chief Financial Officer; Drew Fowler, Director and Chief Operations Officer; Barbara Wilson, Director of Pharmaceutical Sales and Marketing; Yvette Ferguson, Executive Support and Sales, Key Brands Manager; Georgette Aubrey, OTC Sales and Marketing Manager; and Antoinette Wilmot, Consultant Pharmacist and Pharmaceutical Manager. Our 60 staff members and sales executives have more than 40 years of experience in the business, and are some of the most capable in the industry. In addition to our regular employees, we have a number of pharmaceutical representatives promoting our line of products to physicians, pharmacists, and hospitals. Our adherence to the highest standards in business practices, our implementation of the newest technologies, as well as the skills and personalities of our salespeople give us what we feel is an edge over other businesses of our kind. We have a fleet of 12 vans for delivery, and we enjoy one of the best reputations of delivery and service in the Bahamas. Nassau Agencies Ltd. Is located in Pyfrum's Addition on the corner of Jerome and Mount Pleasant Avenues in Nassau, Bahamas. It is a modern 30,000 square foot fully insulated facility with 2 standby generators to ensure optimal storage conditions for its many fine prescriptions and OTC products. We are the only pharmaceutical wholesaler in the Bahamas that is 100% solarized. We also have a new storage warehouse facility in Chesapeake Road, a stone's throw away from our present location. The building is a modern 9,000 square foot building built to withstand 150 miles an hour winds. We are presently in the process of upgrading the existing office areas and improving and enhancing all storage areas. Completed upgrades include finger scan or card swipe access, additional cold storage, and also a 500-gallon increase to the diesel capacity to our standby generators. This is our receiving entrance where we have just completed a new reefer storage area for incoming sensitive cold chain items. This is our prescription drug area, which is closed off in a separate area from the rest of the warehouse and only accessed by persons working in that area. These temperature and humidity monitors have recently been replaced with electrodes that monitor the temperature and humidity in the pharmaceutical area of our warehouse electronically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is the same system we use for our refrigerated products, where we are alerted if the temperature or humidity are out of range. This is a section of the pharmaceutical warehouse where products have been released for sale. Throughout the warehouse, we have smoke detectors, cameras, and fire extinguishers for safety and security. These are a few of our coolers for cold storage, and the temperatures are monitored using the Swift Sensor online system. We recently invested in 2 additional pharmaceutical-grade refrigerators with see-through doors for convenience and to avoid unnecessary opening and loss of cool air to our products. This video demonstrates our cold chain procedure at Nassau Agencies Ltd. Our cold chain procedure starts off with instructions on every purchase order, letting the manufacturer know that cold chain shipments should be sent out to us on a Monday or Tuesday so that they arrive no later than Friday, which would avoid them having to sit at the airport before being delivered to us. As the products enter our warehouse from the receiving areas, they are immediately transported to our coolers where they are placed in refrigeration. All temp-tail devices received with the shipment are stopped immediately. Our refrigerators have sensors which are connected to a software program, Swift Sensor, on our computers. We can monitor the temperature of each fridge 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We are alerted by emails and text messages if the refrigerators go below 2 degrees centigrade or above 8 degrees centigrade. The staff member who receives the shipment must complete a cold chain internal temperature data log after stopping the Temptail devices, which includes the date and time received and the temperature recorded when the device is stopped. The reading is then submitted to the manufacturer with any information that they require. We have coolers in which we store ice packs. These ice packs are used to transport cold chain drugs in coolers along with an ELITech temperature monitor, which records the temperature in transit in an air-conditioned vehicle. The device is brought back to the pharmacist or pharmaceutical director and read. The customer is notified to quarantine the product in a cooler if the readings are below or above the recommended temperature, and the manufacturer notified for advice or further instruction. All cold chain products received are put in quarantine until release is given by the manufacturer to sell. Nassau Agencies Ltd. Enjoys one of the best reputations of service and delivery in the Bahamas. Pharmacies will agree that they can depend on us more than any other distributor to deliver promptly with same-day delivery. We are 100% Bahamian owned. A quick look at our customer base. In Nassau, there are about 300 doctors, 50 pharmacies, 50 plus OTC drugstores, approximately 100 convenience stores, 2 hospitals, 40 plus supermarkets, and 100 plus small independent stores. In Freeport, there's 1 hospital, the Rand Memorial Hospital, 6 pharmacies, 50 plus OTC stores and supermarkets, and in Turks and Caicos Islands, there are 2 hospitals, there are clinics, 9 pharmacies, and doctors' offices. The company's approximate annual sales is $26 million, with 59% of it in pharmaceuticals and 41% in over-the-counter products. Nassau Agencies Ltd. should be your first choice. Our in-market relationships are strong. Our centralized focus are our customer relationships. Our brands and sales team are divided as such to ensure that there's always a personal touch connected with the products we are selling. We are able to quickly identify the best prospects for specific product lines in our current customer database as it relates to new items and brand promotions. We do not compete with our customers with retail stores. Some key independent retailers have in fact accepted our offer of shares. We focus strictly on wholesale business, and our focus has paid off with reputation and service. In order to ensure that our delivery time is not compromised as a result of increased traffic in the capital, we have recently added a new fleet of delivery vans. Our 12 delivery vans are hard at it every day. We hold a microscopic position within the market. Our percentage of error is extremely low, and our productivity levels are consistent. Yes, Nassau Agencies Ltd. should be your first choice.